Hi there. On this video, we're going to talk about some of the changes regarding Google Drive and assets, also episodes versus projects, and space versus show. So the first thing I want to show you is on the projects, right underneath the production section, it used to be episodes. So when you click here, you will see it's still the same thing you used to see, but the difference is we don't call it episodes anymore. We call it projects. And the reason why is because we've heard so many times that folks are using Northflow today, not only to manage projects, but also episodes. So those two things, they have to coexist. For that reason, we relabel it to make it easier for you to work with, because if people were using episodes to create projects, might as well turn that into projects and make it easier for you to understand where you're going and what you're working with. So everything else is still the same. You still have the table view, you still have the calendar view, and you still are able to see the projects that were completed. So you can go click here and click on publish, and you can still see the projects that you are currently working on. And so you see them here, and you'll also see the projects inside the spaces. Now we're going to talk about spaces real quick. So before, we used to call spaces show. And the reason being, it's because you could use spaces specifically for shows. But now we call it spaces, and you can still use them for shows, but we have realized and learned that you can use also multiple spaces for the same company. So if you are a large company and you have multiple teams running different parts of your content, you can create a space for newsletters, another space for blog, another space for podcasts. But if you're an agency and you prefer to use each space for each client, you can also do that. So I'm going to click here on the retreat on my account, and here I see the projects over there, which can also be episodes. It can also be a post or anything else you might want to use this for. And from here, you can still see all the projects, and you can see also the table view. We can also see the calendar view and so forth. Now, a really cool thing that we have added is the integration between Northflow and Google Drive. So if you go into assets right here, you will see that there's an option now for you to connect with your Google Drive. And the reason being, it's because we've learned that most of the folks using Northflow today, managing podcasts, managing client podcasts, they're already using Google Drive. So we don't want to compete with that. And so for that reason, we just give you the option to click on connect. And from here, we're going to access all of the files from your account, but we're not pulling your files from your Google Drive into Northflow. We're doing it the other way around. So let me show you. I'll finish integrating here. And as soon as I'm done, I'm going to go into a task, and I will upload a file into that task as an asset. And I'll show you what happens from there. Because essentially what we're doing, we're pushing the file into your Google Drive, but you don't have to go to Google Drive, upload it there, copy the link, and bring it to Northflow. Now you can do it all from Northflow. Alrighty, so I have already integrated. Now I'm going to go into a project, and from here, I'm going to pick one of the tasks, and I am going to use the asset section here, and I'm going to use this logo. Now I'm going to upload it, and as it uploads, it's going to go to my Google Drive. So I'll show you into my Google Drive how that looks like. Alright, so as you can see here in my Google Drive, Northflow has created a folder that's called Northflow-Polaris. So Polaris is the name of my workspace. So as I click in that folder, I see one folder for each one of the spaces I have inside Northflow. So now I'm going to click on the retreat, which is the space where I uploaded the asset to, and I see that image that I just uploaded right here, making it easy for me to share. I can either share from here, or I can simply go back to Northflow and download it from there, or can share it from there, share the task instead of sharing the asset, and go from there. And one of the ways you can use this is if you're uploading a lot of files for your clients to approve, you can create only one task, put all the assets there, and assign your client either as a contact or as a member inside your workspace, so they can go through all of the assets and then approve it. Alrighty, that's it. If you have any more questions, please let us know. We're happy to help. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.